Imagine, if you will, a gentle lifting. We are rising slowly, effortlessly into the warm Senegalese air. Below us, the earth begins to reveal its secrets. This is not just any landscape. This is the sacred heartland of Senegal. We are floating above Touba, a city born from a vision, a place of deep spiritual significance. From this vantage point, high above the ground, the world transforms. The sounds of the world below begin to soften. They become a gentle hum, a quiet rhythm that speaks of a life lived with purpose and devotion. Our journey today is one of peace. It is a slow, meandering flight over a city quite unlike any other on our planet. The ground falls away with a serene grace. From our lofty position, the city of Touba presents a fascinating sight. It does not sprawl in the chaotic way of many modern metropolises. Instead, it seems to radiate outwards from a central, powerful point. The layout is almost organic. It resembles a vast, intricate sand dollar resting upon the earth. The streets are arteries, pulsing with a life that is both vibrant and unhurried. The color palette is wonderfully subtle. Buildings are painted in shades of sand, cream, and soft white. They blend harmoniously with the natural tones of the Sahelian landscape. It is a city that feels at one with its environment, not imposed upon it. We drift slowly, allowing our eyes to trace the network of roads. Some are wide boulevards designed for grand processions. Others are narrow, winding lanes that disappear into residential quarters. Now our attention is drawn to the center, to the undeniable heart of Touba. Here stands the Great Mosque. From the air, it is a breathtaking spectacle. It is a jewel of gleaming white and brilliant color set within the muted tones of the city. Its scale is immense. It seems to anchor the entire landscape, a powerful spiritual magnet drawing everything towards it. The main dome, a brilliant white, catches the sun like a beacon. It is surrounded by smaller domes and a forest of minarets. The mosque complex is vast. It covers a huge area, enclosed by high walls. Within these walls, we can see expansive courtyards paved in pristine marble. From this height, they look like sheets of polished glass, reflecting the pure blue of the sky. We can just make out the tiny figures of people moving across them. Let us look more closely at the minarets of the Great Mosque. They are magnificent structures. Slender and elegant, they soar upwards from the corners of the mosque complex. They are the city's most prominent landmarks, visible from miles around. From our aerial perspective, they appear as pillars connecting the earth to the sky. There are several, but one stands taller than all the others. This is the Lampfall Minaret. It is named in honor of Sheikh Ibrahima Fall, one of Sheikh Amadou Bamba's most devoted disciples. At over 87 meters high, it is one of the tallest minarets in West Africa. The design of these minarets is a wonder of intricate detail. Even from this height, we can discern the delicate tile work that adorns their surfaces. The colors are vibrant greens, blues, and yellows arranged in complex geometric and calligraphic patterns. They shimmer in the sunlight, adding a jewel-like quality to the stark white of the main structure. Each minaret is topped with a gleaming crescent, the symbol of Islam, which seems to salute the heavens. Let us now drift away from the central mosque and turn our gaze to the city itself. The streets of Touba, seen from above, form a living tapestry. The movement is constant, yet it seems to flow with a unique, unhurried rhythm. There is none of the frantic energy one might associate with a large city. Instead, there is a sense of purpose and calm. We see cars, colorful buses known as car rapides, and horse-drawn carts sharing the roads in a patient, cooperative dance. The horse-drawn cart, or calèche, is a common sight here, a charming reminder of a gentler pace of life that persists alongside modernity. The residential areas are fascinating to observe. They are made up of compounds, clusters of buildings enclosed by walls. Within these walls, we can see courtyards where family life unfolds. Perhaps a woman is hanging laundry, its bright colors a stark contrast to the sandy ground. Or children are playing, their small forms darting about in a game we cannot hear. Every city has its commercial heart, and Touba is no exception. As we glide over the urban landscape, we can identify the bustling market areas. From our serene altitude, they appear as vibrant patches of concentrated color and activity. The Okas market is one of the largest in the region. From here, it looks like a sprawling, chaotic yet somehow organized quilt. The rooftops of the stalls are a jumble of corrugated iron, canvas tarps, and brightly colored plastic sheeting. It is a stark contrast to the orderly residential compounds and the pristine elegance of the Great Mosque. This is where the city's secular life happens in full view. We can see the arteries that feed the market. They are clogged with vehicles, carts, and a dense flow of people. The movement here is more intense, more energetic. Lorries are being unloaded, their cargo of produce, textiles, and goods spilling out into the surrounding area. We can imagine the sounds. The calls of vendors, the bargaining of customers, the bleating of goats and sheep in a nearby livestock section. To truly understand Touba, we must understand the Mouride Brotherhood. Our aerial view provides a unique perspective on the physical manifestation of their influence. The city's very existence is a tribute to their founder, Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba. He was a Sufi mystic and religious leader who preached a message of peace, hard work, and devotion to God. Exiled by the French colonial authorities who feared his growing influence, his story is one of resilience and spiritual triumph. Touba is his legacy, a holy city he founded as a haven of peace. From the sky, we see a city built on a foundation of faith. The Great Mosque is its heart, but the spirit of Mouridism infuses every part of Touba. It is visible in the city's layout, which radiates from the Sheikh's tomb. It is visible in the countless images of the Sheikh that adorn shops, buses, and homes, a constant visual presence. The community is organized in a hierarchical structure, with a caliph general, a descendant of the Sheikh, as its leader. This organization provides a framework for social life, for economic cooperation, and for the mobilization of resources for large projects like the building of the mosque. As we continue our slow, circling journey, what becomes increasingly clear is Touba's unique character. This is a city that operates by its own rules, its own clock. The pace of life, so evident even from this height, is gentler, more deliberate than in the bustling capital of Dakar. There is a palpable sense of serenity that emanates from the landscape below. This is partly due to the city's special status. Within its unofficial borders, certain activities common elsewhere are forbidden. The sale of alcohol and tobacco is prohibited. There are no cinemas or nightclubs. This is a city dedicated to a higher purpose. This deliberate separation from certain aspects of secular life contributes to the city's tranquil atmosphere. The focus is inward, on family, community, and faith. From the air, we can see this in the design of the homes, with their private courtyards that create sanctuaries for family life. We see it in the absence of the typical symbols of a globalized consumer culture. Touba is proudly and unapologetically itself. It is a modern city with cars and mobile phones, but it has chosen to integrate modernity on its own terms, ensuring that its spiritual values remain paramount. Our journey in the sky is now drawing to a close. We begin a slow, gentle descent, the details of the city gradually growing larger, more distinct. The patterns we observed from high above resolve back into individual streets, homes, and people. The soft hum of the city begins to separate into individual sounds, but the overwhelming feeling is one of lingering peace. The image of Touba, as seen from the heavens, is now etched into our memory. It is an image of order, of harmony, and of profound, unshakable faith. The city is a testament to the power of a shared vision. The flight has offered us a privileged glimpse into the heart of a community that has created its own sanctuary in the midst of a busy world. It has shown us that a city can be more than just a place to live and work. It can be a physical expression of a spiritual ideal. It can be a source of peace not only for its inhabitants, but for all who come to witness it. The experience leaves one with a sense of wonder and a quiet curiosity. What is it like to walk those streets, to feel the marble of the mosque's courtyard underfoot, to hear the call to prayer echoing through the air? The aerial view inspires not just admiration, but a desire to connect on a more personal level, to understand more deeply the source of the profound tranquility that we have observed. Touba is a city that invites contemplation. It asks us to consider the possibility of a different way of life, one centered on community, hard work, and spiritual devotion. Our journey ends, but the impression remains. Touba is a place of serene beauty, a city painted with a palette of earth and faith. It is a reminder that even in our modern, fast-paced world, there are places where peace is the most valued commodity, where the rhythm of life is dictated not by the clock, but by the call to prayer. To have flown over Touba is to have been touched by its spirit, to have carried away a small piece of its calm. It is a gentle, powerful invitation to seek out the quiet places of our world and of our own hearts.